Hello. May we ask everyone to settle down, go to your respective seats, and we're about to begin in 2 minutes. Also, may we request the photographers of the party list to just stay at the left and right sides of this auditorium, please. Our photographers, you need to stay at the left and right side or the sides of our auditorium. Please, thank you. We are about to begin. Again, to our photographers, please. And to our representatives, nominees, and guests, please settle down as we will begin in 2 minutes. Thank you very much.
Can we ask everybody to settle down? Photographers, please stay in your places. All rise. The Commission embarked with Honorable Chairman Saidamin B. Pangarungan, presiding with Honorable members present, Commissioner Socorro B. Inting, Commissioner Marlon S. Casquejo, Commissioner Amy P. Ferolino, Commissioner Ray B. Bulay, Commissioner Amy Torrefranca S. Neri, Commissioner George Erwin M. Garcia, having constituted itself as the National Board of Canvassers for the canvass of the senatorial and party list votes for the May 9, 2022 national and local elections is now in session. Silence is hereby enjoined. Please remain standing for the ecumenical prayer. To lead us into prayer is Reverend Joselito Joey Erlandes and Zuhair Abdul Hadi.
Let us put ourselves in the presence of God. Dear, loving, omnipotent God, we gather before you, our divine Savior, in PICC tent for the proclamation of the new elected party list authorized by our Comelec officials. On this day, May 26, 2022, with a humble and grateful heart, I lift up all party lists to you, O Lord. All party list winners. Love of country is seen through humble and dedicated noble service. How we hope that the laylayan ng lipunan, the poorest of the poor, will benefit most as we include in the national elections these party lists. May they be able to look at the needs and concerns of the public sectors they represent. May they uplift their living conditions. People are afraid of what the uncertain future holds. We are struggling between hope and despair. Imbue in them the call to social responsibility of their duties and obligations. May they exercise their best judgment in formulating worthy laws. May you, Lord, touch them to show their care for the country and the people. The bottom line is the people have spoken through their votes, and we must respect and honor that exercise of sovereign will of the people. We finally took our stand and chose our party list for our children's future and for every Filipino and family who dream of having a better chance at life. We discerned to come up with a choice based on wisdom and for the common good. I pray that they will stand up and be the voice of the voiceless. May they be an inspiration and effective leaders through your fatherly guidance and enlightenment. Give them knowledge and wisdom, Lord. Let them hear and listen to the voice of our people. May they serve the Filipinos selflessly and with great commitment, integrity, and moral values. May we see the importance and relevance of our votes through concrete actions in the legislative as well as the executive bodies. Let them prove themselves as worthy elected party lists. May we have good governance for another 3 years and for some 6 years. So help us all, O God. Amen.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Amin rabbal alamin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Arrahmanir rahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim. Ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Please remain standing for the National Anthem. Please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Before we move further into the program, the Honorable Chairman, Saidamin B. Pangarungan, will give his welcome speech.
To our party list representatives-elect, our Comelec officials and employees, stakeholders, friends from the media, honored guests, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. I offer all of you Allah's greetings of peace. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. The party list groups enable Filipino citizens belonging to marginalized, underrepresented, and those lacking well-defined political constituencies to be represented in Congress. Such groups are given a stronger voice so that all sectors may be included as our nation moves towards development and prosperity. It is a hallmark of how Philippine democracy unites us all for a common purpose and a shared brighter tomorrow. The Comelec is proud in giving life to this system of representation. I congratulate all the party list groups and representatives who will be proclaimed today. I again congratulate and give my unending thanks to the voting public who have braved the many challenges to exercise the right of suffrage. It is my hope that the voices of the voters ring clearer in the officials and representatives they voted, from the President down to the members of local councils. I pray for discernment and guidance for all of our elected leaders. to our Comelec commissioners, employees and officials, partner agencies, stakeholders, citizens' arms, here and all around the globe, time does not permit me to name you all. Wala pong paglagyan ang aking pasasalamat sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat. This is an election that has surpassed our expectations in terms of peacefulness, speed, and turnout, to name a few. Your readiness in heeding the call of duty is no less than remarkable. I am in complete awe of what you have sacrificed and contributed to ensure that a new set of leaders will be peacefully, cleanly, freely, and safely elected. Having said all of this, I will say also that these elections is not perfect. For the Comelec in particular, we still have a big room for improvement. I have been chairman for 80 days, and I saw how difficult it is to conduct an election for more than 65 million voters. Many claim that this is the only thing we do, but I think it must also be stressed that this is an extremely difficult operation to manage. As I honor our men and women, inshallah, I also implore my fellow workers in the Comelec to work harder and smarter in the pursuit of more efficient, more credible, and more inclusive elections. We shall continue to streamline our processes and professionalize. Let us do all of this together as a united commission with the help of all of our partners and stakeholders. Without much ado, let us now proclaim the newly elected party list groups. We have all waited for this moment, but such is the nature of our democratic exercise. We needed to be 100% certain of the will of the people. I wish you all the best in the 19th Congress, and may you all be a light that shines on the lives of all Filipinos. In behalf of the Commission on Elections, I welcome you all to the proclamation of our victorious party list representatives. Sukrans, muli maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Secretariat, what is the order of business this afternoon?
Your Honor, the order of business this afternoon is first, the reading of Proclamation NBOC Resolution Number 005-22 and the handing out of the Certificate of Proclamation to the nominees of the winning party list.
May I request the Honorable Commissioner Amy Torrefranca Neri to read Proclamation NBOC Resolution Number 005-22.
Republic of the Philippines Commission on Elections, Intramuros, Manila. National Board of Canvassers. In the matter of the canvass and proclamation of winning party list organizations and coalitions in connection with the May 9, 2022 national and local elections, promulgated on May 26, 2022. NBOC Resolution Number 005-22. Whereas, the Commission on Elections, sitting en banc as the National Board of Canvassers for senators and party list representatives officially canvassed in open and public session the votes cast for the party list system of representation in connection with the May 9, 2022 national and local elections. Whereas, the Commission promulgated Minute Resolution number 22-0348 in the matter of the letter dated 05 April 2022 from Consul General Josel F. Ignacio with the information of the anticipated inability of the Philippine Consulate General in Shanghai to open its lone voting precinct on the 10th April 2022 commencement of the overseas voting period due to COVID-19 on April 6, 2022, approving the temporary suspension of the overseas voting for the PCG in Shanghai pursuant to Section 5 of the Omnibus Election Code. Whereas, the Commission promulgated Minute Resolution number 22-0652 in the matter of the request to allow SBOC at Hong Kong to generate certificate of canvass without Shanghai PCG election returns on May 15, 2022, allowing the SBOC of Hong Kong PCG to generate a canvass report and directing it to manually encode the election results for Shanghai PCG as 0 only for the purpose of enabling electronic transmission of its election results from SBOC Hong Kong PCG to NBOC. Whereas, on May 25, 2022, the NBOC received the Certificate of Canvass from the Provincial Board of Canvassers of Lanao del Sur, thereby completing the receipt of all 173 certificates of canvass. Whereas, the voting from Shanghai with its 1,991 registered voters shall no longer affect the results and ranking of the winning candidates for the party list system of representation. Whereas, as per the tabulated National Tally Sheet Report number 8, United Senior Citizens Party List has garnered enough votes to entitle it to 1 seat, but it shall not be included among those to be proclaimed as winning party list groups pending resolution of its motion for reconsideration of the denial of its registration. Now, therefore, by virtue of the powers vested in it under the 1987 Constitution, the Omnibus Election Code, Batas Pambansa Bilang 881, and other election laws, and applying the rule in Banat versus Comelec, GR number 179271, dated April 21, 2009, the Commission on Election, sitting NBank as the National Board of Canvassers for the party list, hereby declares the following party list groups as the winners in the party list elections of May 9, 2022, national and local election, entitled to the total number of seats as indicated next to their respective names to serve for a term of 3 years, beginning noon of June 30, 2022, in accordance with Section 7, Article 6 of the 1987 Constitution. Number 1, Anti-Crime and Terrorism, Community Involvement and Support Inc., or ACT-CIS, garnering the total votes of 2,101,091, equivalent to 5.7363%. Number of seats, 3. Number 2, ang buklod ng mga motorista ng Pilipinas, 1-Rider Party List, garnering 1,001,243, equivalent to 2.7206%, 2 seats. Number 3, Tingog Sinirangan or Tingog, garnering 886,959 votes, equivalent to 2.4101%, 2 seats. Number 4, pagtibayin at palaguin ng ang pangkabuhayan Pilipino or 4Ps, garnering 848,237 votes, equivalent to 2.3049%, 2 seats. Number 5, Ako Bicol Political Party or Ako Bicol, garnering 816,445 votes, equivalent to 2.2185%, 2 seats. Number 6, Social Amelioration and Genuine Intervention on Poverty or SAGIP, garnering 780,456 votes, equivalent to 2.1207%, 2 seats. Number 7, Alyansa ng mga mamamayang probinsyano, ang probinsyano, 714,634 votes, equivalent to 1.9418%, 1 seat. Number 8, Uswag Ilonggo Party or Uswag Ilonggo, 689,607 votes, equivalent to 1.8736%, 1 seat. Number 10, Citizens Battle Against Corruption or CIBAC, 637,044 votes, equivalent to 1.731%, 1 seat. Number 11, Coalition of Association of Senior Citizens in the Philippines, Inc., Senior Citizens Party List, 614,671 votes, equivalent to 1.6702%, 1 seat. Number 12, Duterte Youth Party List, Duterte Youth, 602,196 votes, equivalent to 1.636%, 1 seat. I'm sorry, I skipped to number 10. I'd like to announce number 9, Tutok to Win, 685,578 votes, equivalent to 1.8629%, 1 6. Moving forward, number 13, Agimat ng Masa, Agimat, 586,909 votes, equivalent to 1.5948%, 1 seat. Number 14, Kabataan Party List, Kabataan, 536,690 votes, equivalent to 1.4583%, 1 seat. Number 15, Agrikultura ngayon gawing akma at tama or angat Party List, 530,485 votes, equivalent to 1.4415%, 1 seat. Number 16, Marino Samahan ng mga Seaman, Inc. or Marino, 530,382 votes, equivalent to 1.4412%, 1 seat. Number 17, Ako Bisaya Party List, Ako Bisaya, 512,795 votes, equivalent to 1.3934%, 1 seat. Number 18, Provinciano Ako, 471,904 votes, equivalent to 1.2823, 1 seat. Number 19, LPG Marketers Association, Inc. or LPGMA, 453,895 votes, equivalent to 1.2333%, 1 seat. Number 20, Abante Pangasinan Ilocano Party or API, 451,372 votes, equivalent to 1.2265%, 1 seat. Number 21, Gabriela Women's Party, Gabriela, 423,891 votes, equivalent to 1.1518%, 1 seat. Number 22, Construction Workers Solidarity or CWS, 412,333 votes, equivalent to 1%, 1204, 1 seat. Number 23, Agri-Agra na reforma para sa magsasaka ng Pilipinas or Agri, 393,987 votes or equivalent to 1%, 0706, 1 seat. Number 24, Komunidad ng Pamilya, Pasyente at Persons with Disabilities or P3, PWD, 391,174 votes, equivalent to 1.0629%, 1 seat. Number 25, Ako, Ilocano Ako, 387,086 votes, equivalent to 1.0518%, 1 seat. Number 26, Kusog, Tausog, 385,770 votes, equivalent to 1.0482%, 1 seat. Number 27, Anwaray Party List, Anwaray, 385,460 votes, equivalent to 1.0474%, 1 seat. Number 28, Kalinga Advocacy for Social Empowerment and Nation Building through Easing Poverty, Inc. or Kalinga, 374,308 votes, equivalent to 1.0171%, 1 seat. Number 29, Agricultural Sector Alliance of the Philippines or AGAP, 367,533 votes or equivalent to 0.9987%, 1 seat. Number 30, Co-op Not-Co Party List, 346,341 votes, equivalent to 0.9411%, 1 seat. Number 31, Malasakit at Bayanihan Foundation, Inc. or Malasakit at Bayanihan, 345,199 votes or equivalent to 0.938%, 1 seat. Number 32, Barangay Health Wellness Party or BHW, 335,598 votes or equivalent to 0.9119%, 1 seat. Number 33, Galing sa Puso or GP Party, 333,817 votes, equivalent to 0.9071, 1 seat. Number 34, BH Bagong Henerasyon or BH Bagong Henerasyon, 330,937 votes or equivalent to 0.8992%, 1 seat. Number 35, ACT Teachers Party List or ACT Teachers, equivalent 330,529 votes or 0.8981%, 1 seat. Number 36, Talino at Galing ng Pinoy or TGP, 327,912 votes, equivalent to 0.891%, 1 seat. Number 37, Bicol Saro or Bicol Saro, 325,371 votes or equivalent to 0.8841%, 1 seat. Number 38, Dumper Philippines Taxi Drivers Association, Inc., Dumper PTDA, 314,618 votes or equivalent to 0.8549%, 1 seat. Number 39, Pinatatag na Ugnayan para sa mga Oportunidad sa Pabahay ng Masa or PINUNO, 299,990 votes or equivalent to 0.8151%, 1 seat. Number 40, Abang Lingkod Inc., Abang Lingkod, 296,800 votes, equivalent to 0.8065%, 1 seat. Number 41, Puwersa ng Bayaning Atleta or PBA, 294,619 votes or equivalent to 0.8006%, 1 seat. Number 42, One Filipinos Worldwide Coalition Party List or OFW, 293,301 votes or equivalent to 0.797%, 1 seat. Number 43, Abono Party List, 288,752 votes or equivalent to 0.7846%, 1 seat. Number 44, Alagaan Natin Ating Kalusugan or Anak Kalusugan, 281,512 votes or equivalent to 0.7649%, 1 seat. Number 45, Kabalikat ng Mamamayan or Kabayan, 280,066 votes or equivalent to 0.761%, 1 seat. Number 46, Magkakasama sa Sasakahan Kaunlaran or Magsasaka, 276,889 votes or equivalent to 0.7524%, 1 seat. Number 47, One Patriotic Coalition of Marginalized Nationals, Inc. or One PACMAN, 273,195 votes or equivalent to 0.7423%, 1 seat. Number 48, Association of Philippine Electric Cooperatives or APEC, 271,380 votes or equivalent to 0.7374%, 1 seat. Number 49, Pusong Pinoy, 262,044 votes or equivalent to 0.712%, 1 seat. Number 50, the Trade Union Congress Party or TUCP, 260,779 votes or equivalent to 0.7086, 1 seat. Number 51, Public Safety Alliance for the Transformation and Rule of Law, Inc. or PATROL, 252,571 votes or equivalent to 0.6863, 1 seat. Number 52, Manila Teachers Savings and Loan Association, Inc. or Manila Teachers, 249,525 votes or equivalent to 0.678, 1 seat. Number 53, ang Asosasyong Sang Mangunguma nga Bisaya or OWA Mangunguma, Inc. or AAMBIS-OWA, 246,053 votes or equivalent to 0.6686%, 1 seat. Number 54, Philippine Rural Electric Cooperatives Association, Inc. or PhilReca, 243,487 votes or equivalent to 0.6616%, 1 seat. And number 55, Alliance of Organizations, Networks, and Associations of the Philippines, Inc. or ALONA, 238,704 votes or equivalent to 0.6486%, 1/6. So ordered. Signed, Honorable Saidamen B. Pangarungan, Chairman, Commissioner Socorro B. Inting, Commissioner Marlon S. Casquejo, Commissioner Aimee P. Ferolino, Commissioner Ray E. Bulay, Commissioner Amy Torrefranca Neri, and Commissioner George Erwin Garcia.
Thank you very much, Honorable Amy S. Torrefranca Neri, and congratulations to the newly proclaimed party list for the 19th Congress of the Republic of the Philippines. Good afternoon. I am Attorney Genesis Marquez Gatula, the Clerk of the Commission, and I am your host for today's event. Together with me is Attorney Consuelo B. Diola, the Secretary to the Commission and Head of the Secretariat, who facilitated the formal resumption of the convening of the National Board of Canvassers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will proceed to the presentation of certificates. May we request the nominees or representatives of the party list to be called to come up on stage for the receiving of certificates, raising of hands, and photo taking. All right? To present the certificates of proclamation, to the first sets of party lists, may I please call on the Honorable Commissioner, Commissioner George Erwin M. Garcia. And of course, together with us is the Director of the Law Department, Director Jean Rex Lodianco, who will be assisting us in the giving of certificates. Let's start, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give the certificate to Alliance of Organizations, Network and Associations of the Philippines, Inc. We'll start with the last portion. Number 55, Alliance of Organization, Network, and Association of the Philippines, Incorporated. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Next, we have the Philippine Rural Electric Cooperative Association Incorporated, all PhilReca. Next, we have ang Asosasyon sang Mangguguma nga Bisaya OWA Mangunguma Inc. Ambis OWA. Okay. All right. Next, we have Manila Teachers Savings and Loans Association Incorporated, or Manila Teachers. Also, to be given to the parties are the certified true copies of the board of the resolution. Next, we have the Public Safety Alliance for Transformation and Rule of Law Incorporated, or PATROL. Next, we have Trade Union Congress Party, or TUCP Party List. Next, we have Pusong Pinoy Party List. to our party list, you may exit at this side, all right? Left side of our auditorium, please. Thank you. And of course, we have Association of Philippine Electric Cooperatives, or APEC. Thank you very much, Commissioner George Erwin M. Garcia, sir. To present the certificates of proclamation to the next set of party lists, may I please call on the Honorable Commissioner Amy S. Torrefranca Neri. Now let's have one patriotic coalition of marginalized nationals incorporated, or one Pacman. Next, for magsasaka sa kaunlaran, may we request the parties or the nominees or the parties to stay in your area. Please just stand as the Honorable Commissioner, Commissioner Amy S. Torrefranca Neri. Both parties shall be here so that the certificate of proclamation may be shown to you. The same shall not be given, but shall be shown to the parties. Thank you. Parties, all right. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. Next, for kabalikat ng mamamayan or kabayan. Next, we have alagaan natin ang kalusugan, anak, kalusugan party list. Next, we have Abono party list. Now let's have one Filipinos Worldwide Coalition party list, or OFW. Next is Pwersa ng Bayaning Atleta, or PBA. And we have a Banglingkod Incorporated, or a Banglingkod party list. Thank you very much, Honorable Amy S. Torrefranca Neri, ma'am. Now to present the certificates of proclamation to the next set of party lists, may I please call on the Honorable Commissioner, Commissioner Ray E. Bulay. Now let's proceed. Pinatatag na ugnayan para sa mga oportunidad sa pabahay ng masa, pinuno. Next, we have Jumper Philippines Taxi Drivers Association Incorporated, or Jumper PTDA. Next, we have Bicol Saro Party List. Next, we have Talino at Galing ng Pinoy TGP Party List. Next, we have at Teachers Party List. Also, we have BH Bagong Henerasyon Party List. And we have Galing sa Puso, or GP Party List. And last for this set, Barangay Health Wellness Party, or BHW Party List. Thank you very much, Commissioner Ray E. Bulay, sir. Now to present the certificates of proclamation to the next set of party lists, may I please call on the Honorable Commissioner, Commissioner Amy P. Ferolino. Let's start with Malasakit at Bayanihan Foundation Incorporated, Malasakit at Bayanihan Party List. Next, we have Co-op, Not Co, party list. Next, we have Agricultural Sector Alliance of the Philippines, AGAP. Next, we have Kalinga Advocacy for Social Empowerment and Nation Building through Easing Poverty Incorporated, or Kalinga. Next, we have Anwaray Party List. All right. Next, we have Kusog Tausog Party List. Next, we have Ako Ilocano Ako Party List. And for this set, Komunidad ng Pamilya, Pasyente at Persons with Disabilities, P3, PWD Party List. Okay. Thank you very much, Honorable Amy P. Ferolino, ma'am. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to present the certificates of proclamation to the next set of party list, may I please call on the Honorable Commissioner, Commissioner Marlon S. Casquejo. Let's proceed to Agri-Agra na reforma para sa magsasaka ng Pilipinas, Agri. Now we have Construction Workers Solidarity, or CWS Party. Now let's have Gabriela Women's Party, Gabriela Party List. Next, we have Abante Pangasinan Ilocano Party, API Party List. Now, let's have LPG Marketers Association Incorporated, LPGMA Party List. Now let's have Probinsyano Ako party list. Next, we have Ako Bisaya party list, Ako Bisaya. And for this set, we have Marino Samahan ng Seaman Incorporated or Marino Party List. Thank you very much, Honorable Marlon S. Casqueo, sir. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to present the certificates of proclamation to the next set of party lists, may I please call on the Honorable Commissioner Socorro B. Inting. Let's begin with Agrikultura ngayon gawing akma at tama angat party list. Next, we have Kabataan Party List. Next, we have Agimat ng Masa, Agiman Party List. Next, we have Duterte Youth Party List. Now, for the next winner, again, may we request the parties to just stand, as the certificate of proclamation shall be shown to you by our Honorable Commissioner Inting, as there is still a pending resolution of the case. Coalition of Associations of Senior Citizens in the Philippines, Inc., Senior Citizens Party List. Next, we have Citizens Battle Against Corruption, or CBAC, party list. Next, we have Tutok to Win, party list. And for this set, we have Uswag Ilonggo Party. Thank you very much, Honorable Socorro B. Inting, ma'am. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to present the certificates of proclamation to the last, but definitely not the least, set of party lists, may I please call on the Honorable Chairman, Honorable Saidamen B. Pangarungan. Let's have Alyansa ng Mamamayang Probinsyano ang Probinsyano. Now, with 2 seats, Social Amelioration and Genuine Intervention on Poverty, SAGIP, party list. Next, with 2 seats, Ako Bicol Political Party, Ako Bicol. Now with 2 seats, pagtibayin at palaguin ang pangkabuhayang Pilipino for peace. Thank you. Now with 2 seats. Tinggog Sinirangan, Tinggog Party List. Next, with 2 seats, ang buklod ng mga motorista ng Pilipinas, One Rider Party List. And ladies and gentlemen, with 3 seats, Anti-Crime and Terrorism Community Involvement and Support Incorporated, ACT-CIS Party List. Thank you very much. And again, congratulations to the newly elected party list for the 19th Congress of the Republic of the Philippines. Now that all our party lists have been proclaimed, may I call on Attorney Consuelo Bidiola, Commission Secretary, to facilitate the carrying out of the remaining agenda and adjournment of the National Board of Canvassers.
Please rise for the singing of the Comelec hymn.
Sa pamahalaan
Attorney Diola, are there other matters for the consideration of the National Board of Canvassers?
No other matters, Your Honor, for the consideration of the National Board of Canvassers.
In that case, the session of the National Board of Canvassers is hereby adjourned.
Congratulations, everyone.